Hi, so my name is Deborah and I'm a therapist and a coach, and I'm actually come to talk to you today about a system I've trained in, mind-body therapy, called Pesso Boyden. I was listening just the other day to a really excellent talk on YouTube about conscious intimacy by Dr. Schifel. And basically what she was saying in this talk is how we as other people can look to other people to be the solution to our problem. So we're looking to the other to make us feel happy or to fill this void, and then we get cross and upset and angry and frustrated with them when they don't do that, and when they don't do what they should do. These others can be our partner or our manager or our friends or anything in the external world, because the problem is that people are looking for the external world to the solution that's within, and within themselves they have this void or this unhappiness which they're not consciously aware of, and until they become consciously aware of it, then that problem is going to persist. So this void or this unhappiness is rooted in the past, and here's the thing, it's always about the past. Somehow in the past what we needed we just didn't seem to get, which is curious, because as parents the one thing we want to do really is love our children, and somehow that always seems to miss the mark. So rather than as a child feeling that real unconditional love and feeling really seen and heard and able to be ourselves, we sometimes grow up feeling that we're not quite as we should be, and that don't really know who we are, and we are looking for that unconditional love to be able to feel whole and complete. And of course that's never going to happen out there, because it's actually inside here. And what she was saying, Dr. Schifel, and I completely agree, is until we get to that point of realizing that it's not someone's job out there to fix you, that the problem is ourselves, that we can start to develop that and become more aware, and then that conscious intimacy is possible. But here's the thing, as I was listening, I was thinking, but what's needed is this method that I know about called Pesso Boyden. Because in Pesso Boyden, let me tell you a little bit about Pesso Boyden. It was created by two dancers in the 60s in New York, Al Pesso and Diane Boyden, hence the funny name. And they created this remarkable system, very creative, very intuitive, to really help people get what they need in the present, but by rooting it in the past. And not just the past, but an alternative past of where you can get and feel your needs being met in an emotional but satisfying, but in a symbolic way, and you can get what you needed and feel whole and complete. So here's the thing, it's not, as I would say, in the present but the past, and we have if you like, a symbolic time machine that helps people recreate and experience that, and we bring in ideally what was needed for that person. So I was thinking that's what people need to know more about, because this actually is saying you do need the other, because as human beings we are designed to need the other. As babies we die literally if we don't get that love, and as babies we need the other, the human interaction, to help our brains grow and develop. But the trick of it is that we need it at the right time, and if we can get that in that sense of putting it back in the past with Pesso, we then don't need the hours of therapy and work on ourselves and trying to consciously parent ourselves, our inner child, to feel that whole and complete. We can get that satisfaction, click of closure, and the conscious, that drive that's driving us can somehow be satisfied, and we can have that real conscious intimacy that she's talking about with ourselves and with others, with a partner. So I hope I've given you enough to be interested in finding out more about the Pesso Boyden therapy. Hopefully there's a link here somewhere and you can find a practitioner. There are some of us in this country, though it's more widely practiced in Northern Europe, and in the States we do have some practitioners here. So I hope I've told you enough to interest you. Thank you very much.